Why do you go to work? I ask you. You go to work at 7. You close at 7. Says, I've done a long day. You have invested time. If by law of life there is no reward, will you go to work? Why do you go to school? We do things because of reward. And we are wired with that anticipation for reward. And let me tell you, it is healthy to anticipate reward. As a matter of fact, it's abnormal. When you invest your life in something, when you invest your energy in something, and you don't expect a reward, it's an abnormal thing. There is nothing to boast about in it. Because God wired us to expect a reward. Why do you invest in a marriage? It's for a reward. Why do you invest in God? It's for a reward. He says, while the heart remaineth, seed time and harvest. And why is it that God has wired humanity like that? It is because reward motivates better performance. It brings joy. And it gives us a sense of approval. Now, but you see, majority of us, we have experienced the law at times being broken. We have experienced a situation in which what we are looking forward to as reward was not what we got. And it has been a source of pain, a source of what I refer to as heartache. For those of us that we are parents in here, you understand the sacrifice of being a parent. When you've got to wake up early in the morning, you've got to get your kids dressed up for school. If you are very unfortunate that your kids' school are far away from where you live, you've got to drive them there. Why are you doing all that? Because you want them to do well in life. And apart from that, you anticipate that your children, at least when they grow up, they will recognize that and bless you in return. But you know, some people are heartbroken. They cannot even enter the house of their children. And the parents, look, the same person that I was running up and down, the same person that I was investing, that I sold my car, that I could not get the best of dress, and their heart broken. That this person cannot even remember me. Man can always disappoint, because man is given to a change. A system can disappoint. But what is that solid rock? What is that thing that makes your reward, so to say, sure? If you are going to save yourself of being heartbroken all the time, I can recommend for you one system that you can be very sure that you will not be disappointed in the reward system. Because there's a limit to which you can depend on your husband to reward you. As a matter of fact, as a wife, if you look forward to your husband for reward, you'll be frustrated. You will be. Why? He cannot fully reward you for every effort. There is no way. It is just not possible. Try and labor and labor and labor. Try and labor and complain. He cannot just. Your wife cannot fully reward you for all your efforts. She may not know everything, the struggles you are passing through. Are you listening to me? And so looking forward to her for your reward will frustrate you. It will give you heartache. It will make you to change who you are. Are you? Colossians chapter 3. I read verse 23 and verse 24. The Bible says, and whatsoever ye do, Now, first and foremost, underline that word whatsoever. When he says the word whatsoever, it means whatsoever. God in his own self took ownership of whatsoever you are doing because he knows the system cannot reward you. That whatsoever includes your marriage, it includes your academics, it includes your job, it includes your friendship with people, it includes your service in the church. He says, whatsoever you do. Now, he wants to take the ownership of the reward system of everything you are doing. I want you to carefully listen. Because I'm trying to address issues of heartaches of life. What makes a man to look back at the journey of his life and feel some regrets? What makes a man to look back at the investments of his life and time and feel that life has been unfair? Or people have mistreated him or her? No human being can fully reward you. Your pastor cannot reward you. And a church member cannot reward a pastor. Your husband cannot fully reward you. He can try. Are you following me? He can try his best. Your children too may not fully reward you. That's why the Lord says, whatsoever ye do. He says, do it heartily, as to the Lord. Now, he's introducing something there. A consciousness in everything we are doing, as if we are doing it as unto the Lord, so that he can take ownership of the reward. He's trying to bring in a concept here that we see all our services, all our investments, as if it's unto the Lord. Let me break it down a little bit. That when I am investing my time and energy to make sure I can earn for the betterment of my family, I am doing it as if I'm doing it to the Lord. That, Lord, these kids you have given me, I want to be proud to say, I did my best for them. You made me a caretaker. Are you following what I'm trying to say? Now, you don't focus on their praise, but you focus that God will reward you because you are doing it heartily. I don't know whether you are following me. As a wife, when you are waking up in the morning, when you are preparing food, it doesn't matter whether the husband is nagging. Are you listening? It doesn't matter what he is doing, but you are investing because you believe that God is looking at you. You are doing it as unto the Lord. So what the man cannot do as a reward, God will reward.